are on day 25 of our 30-day meditation challenge. So I want to apologize if you tried to watch yesterday's meditation. It didn't really go well. There was a big network outage in my area, so live streaming really didn't work. However, it really was a really good meditation, which is unfortunate. So if you still wanted to do it, I recommend just listening to it as an audio, because the audio worked perfectly. It's the video portion of the meditation that didn't work. So for sure, if you want to do yesterday's day 24, just use it as an MP3 and go through it that way, because it really was good. It was all about healing, and I think it was one of the best ones that we did for the challenge. It's one of the ones that I preferred the most. So I recommend that that's what you do. Hopefully today we should be good to go. I only notice if the streaming isn't working after the fact when I rewatch the video. So if you guys are watching now and are having issues, please let me know so I can try to arrange it. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue on. So we only have 5 days left before we're done our month of meditation, which is crazy. So thank you to those of you who have made it this far. It's a fantastic accomplishment. And speaking of accomplishments, today I wanted us to focus on setting goals or reaching our goals, and how we can use meditation and visualization to help us on that path to make it happen. So something that I want to clear up is that, meditating and visualizing yourself reaching and attaining a goal is not the only thing that you need. It won't solve all your problems. It won't make necessarily every single one of your dreams come true. You still do, as an individual, have to take some steps towards reaching your goal. But from personal experience, I will say that whenever I do, I do a lot of affirmations in the morning, I have little audios that I listen to and stuff like that, and I visualize quite a bit. And whenever I stay consistent with that practice, it's amazing how much faster I get to my goal. And more importantly, it seems to bring to me a lot more opportunities, and it'll get me in contact with people and opportunities that will help me reach my goal that I otherwise might have never encountered or might have never found on my own. So I really have had quite a lot of pretty awesome and strange kind of coincidences or synchronicities that seem to happen that help me to achieve and reach my goal a lot faster than if I hadn't had done the meditation, affirmation, visualization, that kind of combo stuff. So, take it with a grain of salt, but I really truly believe that this works. It makes a huge, huge difference. And if nothing else, doing a meditation and a visualization to help you reach and set goals at least helps you frame your mind so that you're in the correct frame of mind and you have the right attitude to take that first step towards it. So I see a lot of people who have these goals, but the goals just kind of stay in the back of their minds because there's a little bit of a fear to bring them forward. So they're scared of setting the goal, for one, and then they're even more afraid of taking the first step towards reaching that goal, because then there's a bunch of resistance that comes up, or what if I fail? Or what if I embarrass myself? Or what if it doesn't work out? Or I don't believe I can do it? Whatever your own inner resistance and that little negative voice in your head that likes to tell you that you can't do things, it tends to just creep up on you. So when you're able to meditate and visualize, it kind of helps to clear that out of the way and get you on a positive mindset so that you're not worrying too much about what others think of you. You're not worrying too much about failing and obsessing over all the ways that things can go wrong, and you're more focused on all the ways that it can go right, and staying on the positive side of it and believing in yourself and having some of that confidence and knowing that the right people and the right resources that will help you reach your goal will make their way to you in time. So definitely good stuff. And in order to make this meditation work, you will have to pick one goal. So right now, take the time to think, what is one goal that you would like to reach? So don't judge your goal. I think in this kind of spiritual community, we tend to shy away from concrete goals that tend to be materialistic in nature, but I don't believe in any of that. We are physical beings living in a physical world. So if you want physical stuff, that's okay, in my opinion anyway. So feel free to have a goal like that if that's what you would like. So for example, the goal that I have right now is that I'm looking for a filming studio. That is what I'm trying to attract into my life. That is what I'm trying to find. It's very physical and materialistic, but you know what? That's the goal that I have right now. So I'm not going to try to deny that, only to find like some other goal that would be more appeasing to other people. I don't care what other people think about their goals. Your goal is yours. It's personal. So pick one that works for you. So it could be something physical, like a real achievable concrete goal, like what I'm working with. It could be a little bit more on the less physical side. So maybe it's a characteristic that you are trying to develop within you. So a quality that you want to bring forward, a way of being that you want to cultivate and grow and enrich. Or it could also be a relationship that you are trying to cultivate. So interpersonal relationships, maybe finding a partner, a soulmate, some friends, a more supportive family or support system, whatever it might be. So our goals are personal. Pick one for today's meditation. If you have too many goals swirling around in your head, it'll be a lot harder for you to visualize it, and then it'll be harder for you to stay focused on it. So just choose one. Do that right now, right now. Okay, and when you have it, now we are going to begin our meditation. You can always have, I always keep a journal close by when I do my meditations, because afterwards I like to write things down, whatever came up. So maybe have one of those close by, and we are just going to begin. Rest your palms. Actually, let's turn the palms up for this one. So the back of the hands rest on the tops of the knees or the tops of the thighs. So this is a sign of openness and receptivity, because we are open to receiving these new opportunities, new experiences, new people in our life, new mindsets that can all help us reach and set our goals with a little bit more efficiency and a little bit more optimism. All right, so palms face up, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears, and close the eyes. Take some very deep, very cleansing breaths in and out through the nose, so that you feel the belly and the chest expand on the inhale and soften back down on the exhale. Clear away the day you've had or anything else that's on your mind or bothering you right now. There'll be plenty of time for that later. Right now, you are focusing on yourself, creating space and silence so that you can get very clear on your goal, on that one important goal that you would like to set and that you would like to reach. And now start to visualize that goal. And I want you to visualize it as if it was already happening. So if your goal is to be in a great, supportive, romantic relationship, imagine it happening now. Visualize yourself with that person. What does it feel like? What does it look like? How do you feel when that is actually happening? Make it as vivid and as detailed as possible. And if you notice some resistance coming up, so your inner critic judging your goal or making you think that you can't achieve it or that this is silly, just acknowledge that voice, but don't give it any power. Just focus on your goal. Mm-hmm. Still completely focused on your goal and on the feeling that you would get if you accomplished it completely. If you'd like to set an affirmation and repeat it a few times in your mind, now would be a great time to do this. So the one I'll be working with is, I am open and receptive to new and exciting opportunities. So I am open and receptive to new and exciting opportunities. And let's bring the hands at the front of the heart, closing with one deep breath together. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Slowly blinking the eyes open. All right, namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. So please feel free to share with me. Let me know what your affirmations were. If you want to share your goal, that would be wonderful too. I wish you plenty of success in attaining it. And I hope you also do encounter a couple synchronicities or some cool coincidences and events that help you along the path to reach that goal. I do recommend doing this kind of visualization or affirmations and meditations on your goal as often as you can. I like to do it first thing when I wake up in the morning, or even when I'm driving in my car to go to work. I'll just kind of repeat those affirmations to myself. And a lot of people will do it when they're going to sleep at night. I don't prefer that one because I generally just tend to fall asleep, but a lot of people really like that. So play around and just see. It's always a good thing to do. So tomorrow is Monday the 16th, and we are going to be meditating together at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So more of an evening meditation. We only have a couple days left together to do these meditations. So let me know if you have any questions, if you have a suggestion for a theme that you'd like us to explore, that would be wonderful. And if you still have your, need your fix for a challenge and are still, in the spirit of doing a challenge and want something that's a little bit more challenging, you can always check out my 14-day yin and yang yoga challenge. So it's 14 days of yoga. You get a 20 to 30 minute either vinyasa flow or a yin yoga class sent to you that you could do daily, focusing on a different thing every single day. So really good, by far the best program that I've ever created, and I'm really, really proud of it. So if it's interesting to you, I'll put a link down in the description box so you can check it out. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great rest of your Sunday.